Good morning. Let's talk about some common mistakes low self esteem women tend to have in the beginning of dating. So, a lot of times you see women making mistakes like this. In the beginning, if a man asks them if they need help or if they need anything, they'll say, No, no, I got it. But what they don't realize is how you start is just how you're going to continue. When you let a man get used to not doing nothing for you, you puts him in his feminine, and then he wants to be served. He wants to be treated like a woman. It's your fault. Next common mistake I see a lot is telling the man too much too soon. You're throwing too much of your trauma on this man, and it doesn't make you look good in his eyesight. In fact, you're setting him up to treat you the same way. Because let me give you a prime example. If you met a man who told you he bought a car for his ex, he bought a house for his ex, and he used to give him money and she used him, and he's not doing that for no other woman, in your head, you're gonna be looking like, why is your ex more important than me? Why, if you did all that for your ex, you're gonna be doing that for me? And men think the same way. Some men think the same way. You think you're being honest and vulnerable, you're setting yourself up for failure. Make sure that this man has your back and he wants to be with you before you let him in on some things. A lot of low self-esteem women adopt this golden retriever energy, and this energy is not cute. The only way it'll be cute if the man like clingy woman. But men who have money tend to be busy because they have businesses, they have work to go to. They don't have time for you to be calling them and texting them all day. You as a woman, you're supposed to have your own life. You supposed to have friends. If you don't have no friends, you supposed to have something going on that you could be busy doing until you and him come together. But all that texting, calling, why you ain't call me? You make yourself look desperate in these man eyes. One I totally hate: allowing blatant disrespect and laughing at it or not saying nothing, not speaking up for yourself. I can never forget this time I went on a date with this guy, and he told me he was going to take me shopping. We was in Lenox Mall, and when women would pass, now he did take me shopping, but we was like sitting down grabbing something to eat, and when as the women passed, he would be looking at them. And I told him, I said, "Oh, you have a wandering eye problem. I'm not used to men looking at other women whilst they're in my presence." He was like, "Oh, no. I'm not looking at her like that." So what I did as man passed, I started to look at them like blatant, like I started like letting him see me disrespect him back. He said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, in this mall, it's so much handsome man. I see why you couldn't stop looking at women. I will disrespect you right back." And then I friend zoned him. And he tried to come back and say, "Oh no, LaShawn, I wouldn't do that no more." But you don't get to see me twice. I have so much respect for myself. And if I'm giving you my attention, I expect the attention to be on me always. But that's just me. Then these women tend to wine and dine these men. And nothing is wrong with doing something for your partner. You know, if you have a good man who's taking care of you, yes, holidays, or if you feel like, nothing is wrong with that. But in the beginning, this man didn't show you nothing, and you trying to get his attention and his time, because his attention and his time goes elsewhere. So you're buying him stuff just to meet up with him, to give it to him. You're buying him food just for an excuse to meet with him. You're setting yourself up for failure. If someone doesn't give you the attention and the time you're looking for, out of respect for yourself, move on. Don't try to make no one like you, because whatever you start, you're going to have to continue. If you start giving me $100 every week, I'm going to expect that every week. And the one time you can't do it, I'm going to be mad at you because you start me like that. Same way with a man. So be careful out here, ladies. Important thing to remember. Nothing is out of your league. It's never too late. But if you want something, you will have to be disciplined and do the level of work to obtain that. Certain things you want is going to come with a level of discipline that you have to do it and obtain that. But if you're willing to put in the work, you can get whatever you want. Remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. It's never too late. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing. I love seeing you guys subscribe to my YouTube. That gives me so much motivation. We had our first Zoom meeting last night, and that was so much fun. We learned so much important information. I will be doing one of those really soon. Don't forget to check out my book. I have a book for $6. It's an ebook, and it's called Fuck Society Standards, Rebel Against the Norm, and it has so much important gems. $6 you can find laying around the house, girl. Have a good day.